Casey Wallace, and we are here at the expo here in Las Vegas, Nevada, continuing our conversations with extraordinary people and learning a little bit about what helps them become all that they are, the bravery component inside of them that unleashes their potential, and also allowing you to get a peek in on those stories to inspire you to follow your dreams, to follow your soul's direction, and more than anything else, find joy in your life. And we are here with a beautiful, magnificent Joey, as you can see, very handsome guy, and we were able to wrangle him this morning. Joey, please tell the audience your whole name and what you do.
My whole name is Joey Deva, and I facilitate healing work.
Wow. Okay. And right before we came on camera, I was starting to ask Joey a little bit about not just what he does, which we're going to let you get a snippet of that, but how and why he does what he does. What kind of started this path for you, Joey? So be big, be brave, and tell everybody how the hell did you start doing what you're doing, right?
I've been doing self-realization work, ascension work for about 29 years. But for the healing work, about 5 years ago, I had a good friend of mine in her early 70s call me up, and her husband had stage 4 Alzheimer's. It was a Emory Clinic study in Atlanta for Alzheimer's. She called me up and she said, "Joey, I'm losing him. Can you help?" And I didn't know, so
right.
I got her on the phone and I looked at his energy, because I can read energy and I can discern all this stuff, almost like a type of, where I can read the energy inside the body, I forget what it's called. So I look at this guy's energy, and clearly his soul has left the body. He has checked out. And it's like there's only white light in his body. And it's like, well, how can I reverse this? So I went through a process that I do, and I reversed it. And I told her I see him back in his body. What may happen is it may cause him to basically pass out. And he did. He passed out for almost 24 hours. And over the next couple of days, he returned to normal, and then he went back to his doctor a couple of days later, it was 30 days later, and they did a spinal test.
Okay.
And it's one of the few ways you can do in earlier stages of Alzheimer's to see if it's really going on, and they said it's completely gone. Yeah, and that's what she said. And the funny thing is, well, it's not funny, I asked her, would you be willing to do a testimonial? And she said, to me, having Alzheimer's is such a social and career stigma that, we never told our family, we never told anybody, none of our neighbors knew, we just don't want anybody to know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to facilitate illnesses in the body is a lot of, emotional things going on and thoughts going on with somebody. And for almost everybody out there in their life has stuff. We support that your body is thought actualized, thought and emotions actualized. And we lose sight of our own abilities for things. We are able to reach out and seek assistance from other people who have extraordinary gifts. When did you know, Joey, and you're at age-wise, when you were a child, coming into kind of your teens and your young adulthood, how did all of this start to move for you, where you knew you had the ability to see things and that wasn't normal, that everybody else wasn't able to do that?
So I consider myself to be very normal. And I consider people who don't do what I do to be unnormal. I don't want to say
or shut off from that, right?
Okay.
Right.
So I have memories of abilities and memories of experiences from as early as 2 years old.
Yeah.
I played with what's called now imaginary friends,
right.
and other energies throughout my childhood. In my teens, I lost it all, and then in my early 20s, I had a really horrible experience in my life that opened me back up to it. And unfortunately, we find for a lot of people, they get caught up in life, and they get caught up in belief systems, then they get caught up in all these things that pull them away from seeing in the spiritual side of things. And it takes for some of us, a trauma
It does.
to awaken to this. And this is,
Right.
I had my trauma in my 91 that awakened me to this process. And I was very fortunate that I had 3 teachers in the area that I lived in that taught me all the stuff that I do, or most of the stuff I do anyways. And then through years of experience, I formulated techniques and abilities, or with my abilities, to understand why illness happens in the body, from emotional toxicity. It could be a spiritual trauma, it could be a physical issue, but we understand for the work that we do that when there is an issue that somebody's dealing with, there is a root issue in their memory that is the cause, and before we can help them work or address the issue at hand, we need to help them understand their personal responsibility for this experience.
Right. How do people get a hold of you, Joey?
I have a website called spirituallifeguard.com. There is the number for Krista, who I work with on there, who's also an apprentice of mine. I guess it's the easiest.
Do you have a Facebook page?
I believe it's Spiritual Lifeguard. I want to say at Facebook, but I'm really not sure.
You're as bad as I am. You have a Facebook page? I think so, somewhere along the line. If you are in the Las Vegas area, you can get some information off of a website, 5D Events, if you're out there this weekend. But when you get the opportunity, as you're going through all of the information that you're receiving in your life and you are inspired by speakers that we have on this programming, please take the time to make a connection, make an inquiry. Everybody's always looking for those signs, those inspirations. Who should I talk to? I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And our intention is to bring you some of those possibilities for yourself. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
All right. Everybody have a great day, and we'll be back a little bit later on with some other guests, and we'll be back shortly.